Okay, we're on the record in Pajolo versus Kroll. This is file number 2512012. The record should reflect Mr. Kroll is present today by video from the Crawford County Jail. Miss Pajolo is not present. This is set for a hearing today. Mr. Kroll, you filed a motion to terminate the personal protection order in this case. Is that correct?
Motion to modify or terminate, Your Honor.
Okay, what are you asking the court to do?
I would like to terminate it because she was apparently forced to file it in the first place to get her child back.
Okay,
and
so
she would be willing to fully drop that, Your Honor.
okay, well, she's not here to say that.
She's got a lot of court appointments, me too. So me and her just talked yesterday, and she was totally unaware of this court date being today. She thought it was next week or tomorrow or something.
All right. Well, I also have information that you were arrested for home invasion, violating your bond, and violating this PPO. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so she's not here to tell me she wants this dropped. You're telling me that's what she wants, but you've also been arrested for home
well,
invasion.
Right now is probably not a good time to modify it or terminate it. Maybe modify, but you know, I'm still in jail, so it doesn't make a difference. So we're gonna probably just need to reschedule, to be fair.
Yeah,
or I don't know, maybe get her to come in and talk to you.
Yeah, I would completely agree with you on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make a ruling today. I'm going to adjourn this without date.
Okay.
I will give you an opportunity to refile this motion. So call the court, ask for a separate date. I'll give you another date, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay, yes, sir. I question, how long do I have to do that? Because I know we're past the 14 days. I just got myself 15 days in here. So how long do I have to file that?
So you filed your original motion within the time frame. I'm extending that time frame based on the circumstances.
Okay.
And so I'll give you 30 days to refile that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, that's all for today then. The court's going to disconnect at this time.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, hello. We'll go on the record now in Gens versus Smith. This is file number 25-11839. If I can have counsel put your appearances on.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ivan Pappas on behalf of the plaintiff.
Scott Isles on behalf of the plaintiff.
Sorry, I didn't see him. Dan LaBella on behalf of the defendant.
I don't know why my camera's not working. I'm trying to get it to pan over so that you guys, Mr. Isles is present here in the courtroom. Having some technical difficulties. All right, we're on the record in this file today for purposes of a motion to compel. Mr. LaBella, I did receive notice that at least some matters or issues contained within your motion have been resolved. Is that correct?
Your Honor, it's actually the plaintiff's motion to compel the deposition of Mr. McDonald.
We have motion hearings on the 8th, Your Honor, of January. That's what those filings are regarding.
That's right, Your Honor. Today is just the.
I thought we had a motion to compel for today.
We do. That would be Mr. Pappas would address that.
This is plaintiff's motion to compel.
Yes.
Defendants is set for January.
Right.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
But in that vein,
All right. So, Mr. Pappas, tell me what you're asking the court to compel a deposition of Gary McDonald. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. This is defendant's sole accident reconstructionist. We had the dep scheduled for November 6th. Defense counsel reached out on October 30th and canceled the dep, stating that they'd give us additional dates, that there's no objection to the dep. We've made efforts to obtain additional dates for this deposition with no success. Numerous emails that were laid out in the motion. I won't bore you with those dates. I don't believe that there's any objection to the deposition taking place from defense, Your Honor, but all we're asking for is to have a date certain and that the court order that this dep does go forward. So that's what we're here for today.
Okay, Mr. Lobello, I didn't get a written response. What's your position on this?
And Your Honor, I just learned from Mr. Isles today that the motion was going. Apparently, it was sent by email. My email was incorrect in the response. However, Mr. Carbajal in my office also received it, did not inform me that he received it, so that's why I did not provide a response, Your Honor. But I did have the chance to speak with Mr. Pappas on this. I just informed him that, I've been in touch with Mr. McDonald for dates to see if he either adjourn the motion today and see if we could sort it out. I would have otherwise tried to sort it out with him prior to today, but again, I just learned of it at about 8 a.m. this morning. So I have no problem with providing Mr. McDonald for deposition. I'm in the process of trying to get dates from him. And it's just as far as a timeline, Mr. Pappas and I were trying to discuss, a timeline for providing that. I think given the upcoming holidays, that early January is probably going to be the earliest. So if the court was to order that we provide dates for Mr. McDonald's deposition sometime in January, I think that's entirely doable, and I think that I can get hold of Mr. McDonald within that time, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Pappas?
Your Honor, I think that's reasonable. I would just ask the court for an order stating that the deposition will take place by a date in January, because it has been since very late October that we've been trying to get these dates, and I hate to bother the court with this type of motion, but I think we do need a date certain, or at least an order stating that the deposition is to take place by January 15th or January 21st, whatever the court thinks is most reasonable. I know the holidays are coming up.
All right, so the court will grant the motion. The court will order that the deposition of Mr. McDonald take place. I'm going to say that Mr. McDonald has to make himself available for deposition within 60 days of today's date. So that takes us past the holidays and gives a little bit of wiggle room throughout the month of January there. So Mr. Pappas, if you can prepare an order that reflects that ruling and submit that to the court, either with the stipulation as to form for Mr. Lobello or under the 7-day rule.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Mr. Pappas or Mr. Isles, anything else for today?
No, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. You're all free to disconnect at this time.
Can you hear me?
I can, thank you. Are you Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, we're on the record now in Wilson versus Wilson. This is file number 2110869. The record should reflect both the parties are present by Zoom. Mr. Schumar, you're appearing on behalf of Ms. Wilson, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, we're on the record here today because Mr. Schumar, your client, is alleging that Mr. Wilson has not cooperated with the process of having the spousal support administered through the friend of the court. Is that your position?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further you wanted to say with regard to your motion?
No, other than that, we sent him a letter, sent Mr. Wilson a letter on September 30th. I called him before that. I have no cooperation. So we're forced to ask for attorney's fees and cooperation with the friend of the court hearing. Or
Okay, Mr.
stipulation.
Wilson. All right, thank you. Mr. Wilson, what's your side of this?
I never received a call from him. I did receive a letter, but so the reason that I haven't done the friend of the court is what I had planned on doing is in 2 months, I'll be at the age where I can access my retirement without the early withdrawal penalty. And I just plan on paying her off what I owe her and the rest of the spousal support in one lump sum.
Okay,
I mean, I've been making my payments all along, so I'd have to do that for 2 more months and then I can just pay her off for the remainder of the spousal support and just avoid the friend of the court altogether.
Okay, Mr. Schumacher, do you have any response to that?
Well, my response is, it's the first I've heard of it. I'd have to discuss it with my client. If she's agreeable, of course, I'd ask for attorney's fees for getting this far. We don't hear from Mr. Wilson, so that's the result of what happens.
Okay. All right, well, I guess where we're at right now, Mr. Wilson, you're free to talk to Mr. Schumacher and to see if you guys could come up with some kind of alternate arrangement outside of the court hearing today. But, you know, the court ordered, I think this was back in April, that the parties were to proceed through the friend of the court. And Mr. Wilson, I mean, what you're saying doesn't seem like an unreasonable plan to me. And I get the logic of why you want to do that. The problem is that, you know, when there's a court order in place, you can't just make your own decision about what you want to do and when. Ms. Wilson has now had to incur attorney fees to bring this motion and have this hearing today, whereas if we had had some communication prior to this, we could have avoided this whole thing. So, Mr. Schumacher, I'm not hearing any basis from Mr. Wilson other than that it's his preference. So there's no reason why the court should not grant the motion. So the court will grant your motion. I will grant you attorney fees for preparing the motion in your appearance here in court today. So if you can submit that bill of costs to the court along with your order.
Okay.
And to the extent, Mr. Wilson, that you want to come to some other arrangement, I would encourage you to get in touch with Mr. Schumacher to see if you guys can negotiate something between the two of you.
Okay.
All right, that's all for this hearing today. Mr. Schumacher, if you can submit that order under the 7-day rule, please.
Thank you. Will do.
Okay. Thank you. All parties are free to disconnect at this time.